Hey guys, how are y'all tonight? I am feeling defiant today. um, I guess you could say I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. No, I'm actually, I think for this playthrough, I'm gonna, do everything, against the narrator.
You're on a path you're here to...
And we're gonna see how it goes. I'm not doing
Are you
this.
serious? No, you have to do it. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yep.
Do you even know where you're going?
Yep. Yeah, I definitely know where I'm going.
Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange.
Still let us
It
hear
looks
it.
like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again.
Like he
Maybe the world
didn't
can
plan
still be
this.
saved after all.
Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably
Yes, that's what
selfish,
today's
if you
about.
ask me.
Yeah,
I've
I know.
already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Not my problem. I don't care, I'm not killing a princess. Good, maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into this.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
Seems like blackmail to me.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again.
Oh.
I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Or maybe you, aka the universe, is doing that. Oh yeah, well I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Well, according to you, with this choice no one else will live, so...
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Oh, the cabin.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
I totally forgot about this part.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin.
There's nothing you can
And
do.
not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
This music reminds me so much of Scarlet Hollow.
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Because it's fun!
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
I just dropped my stuff on the ground.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
The stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Do y'all see the background? I wonder if we're finally gonna get, like, information on this.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
But I don't want to go.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind. The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected
look at this
across
window.
what's almost the same space. It's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths. Its
I forgot
material
about that.
devoid of feature.
Oh.
Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Its legs all the wrong lengths. Oh my god, that would be so infuriating.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we
I still agree.
Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
As many times as I want you to. You're my narrator.
You can't just say that. But when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho! You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us.
Yeah, we can't get away from it.
I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
But it's fun to mess with him. Like, if it wasn't so much fun, I don't think it would be so tempting to do it, you know?
What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task. You walk up. What are you talking about? You reach for, but there was a. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Should I take the blade? I can't remember.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
I don't remember this at all.
Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it.
Ew.
Kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
The words are so comforting to my writer heart.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
It just flowed so well right
Her
there.
voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here?
Why are you so
Are
loud?
you here to kill?
Excuse me.
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby.
I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
Even if we try to leave, the door's gonna lock.
We don't even have a weapon.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
And what's that?
That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Left, center, right. Which one should I do? I guess we'll go left.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows colder the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like
it's
blocks of ice,
spiky.
and your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor. You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill.
I feel like you'd have to be dodging stuff as you're walking.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
That's uncomfy.
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey. A continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
You think this is like all of the scenes that she drew before she actually like colored them in and stuff?
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as... What the hell was that? What happened to us?
I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but
I don't trust
also
her.
Still
That
the
is
same
creepy.
person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
So the ones, the different things he was listing, I think those were the different things that we need to get, right? And we got some of them. But one of them was like, something like torture and longing. I think that might be like the one where you like say that you like her and then you follow that path. It's kind of like a trip of like you're forced into doing this, so you're almost like trapped. So you like fall in love with the person like keeping you there basically, but not the narrator, but her. I don't know. We'll have to do that way as well, because we got to bring each way to the ultimate being in the mirror.
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here.
And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to...
He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit. Try and get our bearings. She seems normal. I don't believe that.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching you stare at me for a long, long time.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face.
I don't think she likes us. Wouldn't you be skeptical of someone stumbling in here if you were her? We lost ourselves the second we stepped into this place. I don't know how long she's been here, but I can't imagine it would be easy for her to trust anyone.
Those eyes, though. They're so sharp. It's just deception. Don't buy into it. You can do this.
It's okay. Don't worry. Sometimes I get lost here too.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
Can we put her back?
Again? Have you been here before?
Should we tell him?
Nah, let him stew.
Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until...
Until?
It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it.
It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened
But
to
I
whatever
wanted
words
to.
of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head,
I can't do
unthink
that.
them. It's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
There's more of you now.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin? There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
She fractures again.
I don't like where this is going.
Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are.
How would we even do that? Where would we start?
We'd always start by retrieving the blade.
Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs.
Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back.
Kinda hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her
Yeah.
questions and stop stalling. You're obviously
If he wouldn't
making
keep
things worse.
talking, the narrator, be a lot less annoying. Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
What, like you need me to hold your hand to tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone, and I'm not alone either. I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
So are these different versions of her? For all I know, you're locked down here, down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here?
Maybe it's because I'm dangerous. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it. Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster. And the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this.
The window looks so weird.
But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different?
Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand.
This one literally said she's
You're
gonna
trying to do
destroy the
right
world.
thing. There's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Getting you out of here, trying to free her. Whoa, it's the same thing.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your
There's so
hands.
many of
All at
them.
once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't
Oh
fun.
god.
How
They're
are we
gonna all
supposed
be
to have
stuck
fun if
together.
everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
Luckily for all, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit.
Yeah, we kind of killed some of you.
We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
I guess so.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
I'll do my best. There she goes. But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone, memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
We're doing it.
I don't like that silence.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Unraveled, but we don't have like the stuff coming down from our arm anymore.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Yeah, that's what we did before, like for us trying to break the walls of the game. It helps her know that there's more to the world.
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
That's an interesting statement. I'd think she'd want to know. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Do you have thoughts? That's very philosophical, by the way. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Perhaps. All of them say he does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. I'm gonna kill him.
There's no need for you to know what you are going to do before you do it. If you find him, remember that I'll be waiting for you on the other side.
Sorry, that vocal was like too high in my ears. Okay, if this is the last stage before completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here.
1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
Ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
I tried to do it in tune with the sound. I don't know if it happened. Alright, so we finished that one. That was interesting. I thought there was another one. Like, I thought we needed 7 or something, but I guess that we did enough. I wonder if there's more versions of her that we could bring, and if it depends on which versions we bring. You know, if that's the case, then whatever, we'll see what happens. But anyways, I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. It's super interesting so far. I'm curious to see where it'll go. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll be sure to get the next one up soon as well. See y'all later.